Hello guys, this is Rasa and today we will be discussing the Excel functions VLOOKUP along with the rows and column functions. So how we will use a lookup value. For example, this is our employee ID. Against this ID we want to bring their name, designation, department, the grade, its basic salary, etc. All these things. To do that, we will use. So, guys, in VLOOKUP, we will be starting the formula. We will be starting the formula VLOOKUP. Then the VLOOKUP value. This was the value, and then the table array. This is our table. We're gonna fix it. Comma. The next is they are asking for the column, so this is start from the second column. So this is one, this is second, so it is second column, and then exact match will be closing. So this is against this ID, this is the ID, and the name is Jamil. If we move forward it will not be working and it will show Jamil again. Why? Because first we will be freezing this. I did not freeze this one so that it could not move. Now its freeze will be moving ahead. Now this is again Jamil. Why? Because the column number is again the 2. So if I'll do it, I'll make it 3. And then this is software engineer, so it is here 13 is software engineer, and then department for the next I'll drag it one, and again I need to write here 4. If I'll move along this way, it will be increases with time. It will consume a lot of our time, so this method is not applicable properly. It is time consuming, although it is giving the result, but it's not applicable. So for that we can use one another technique. So how that technique is, if we should write here the number 2 and then 30, if we drag it down to the right side, so it will give us the numbers. So these are the numbers. If instead of this 2 using, if you could use this one, it gives the result perfectly, but it's still not seem good. Why? Because here is the number. If in case someone could read it or do something, it will not be working properly. So for that we will be using the column Excel column function and column functions. So in those functions, what we will be doing, the column function actually do what? The column function actually show us the number of column which we are selecting. In column functions, for example, if we click here, it will tell us that it is the fourth number of column. Sorry, fifth. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 number of column. In column functions, it will actually want the range. This is the range. It will count the number of columns from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the 5 numbers of column. If I should, for example, reduce the size of the array, so it will give something else. Column if I select these two, so it will give us two columns, number 2, because these are two numbers. It will count the number of columns. So we'll be using the column and columns functions instead of manual writing 2 3 or selecting some other row references. So how it will be working? Let's using the column functions. We will be using VLOOKUP, then the lookup value we will freeze it so that if we move the formula it will not be drag it out. So after that they are asking for the table array. This is our table array. After that they are asking for what? They are asking for the column numbers. For that we will be using the column function. Column function. So this is our second column. It will bring this one. It is our second column, because if I select this one, it will consider that it is third column. So I have stored it from here, so it will give the after that we need to use exact match. Now the formula is completed, so it's give us Mr. Jamil. If I drag it down to the left side, see it is working properly. Now I can also use a column function instead of just column one. So how we can use it? Let me do again this one. VLOOKUP, lookup value, we could freeze it. This is the lookup value. We can freeze it, F4, and then the table array. This is our table array, and then we need to freeze it. Then now we will be using the columns numbers. Now we will be using the columns function. Column functions, it will count the number of columns. So you can select anything. For example, we select it from here, so the column array will be this one. We will freeze the first side so that if it could move, it will consider the other columns. We freeze the one side and we will close it, and then the 0 for exact match, false, and enter. See, if we drag it to this side, now it will consider these three columns, this code, name, and this. They add it and it will make 3, so that's why it's bringing the data. If you further drag it, it will be now 4. It add these one and it's considered the 4, and so on and so forth. So this is the VLOOKUP functions along with the column and columns functions, so that we could make things smarter and easier. That's all for today.